What's going on, guys? Captain Puppy here. If you haven't done so yet, make sure you go down there and hit that subscribe button. It helps us out a great deal and we would really appreciate it. Now on with the episode. Wow, I no longer need the Craig screen up.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Yeah, so we're not using Craig no more?
No, he's fired.
Yep, fuck Craig.
He's still in the Discord. He needs to be kicked out.
You know what? Right now. I'm banning him as well.
Booted. Absolutely booted.
Deuces, bro. He's Gornsky.
Comes up, why are you banning Craig?
he sends me a DM, he's like, what's up? What's up?
That's it. It's got AI, and he starts to learn.
He's actually he's gonna upload the podcast like a day before we usually upload it. Start selling it. Friendship
and get it for free.
True.
Terminator 6, Revenge of the Craig.
Oh no. Friendship ended with Craig. Streamlabs OBS is my new best friend.
Yep.
We're here now. We're live. You know what else we're here for though? Another episode of GGP. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to episode 36 of the Good, Great, Perfect podcast. We are here once again. I got Dill, Flame Knight, and Todd with me. We got some pretty interesting topics, and you know what? A butt ton of questions. You guys really blew out of the park there all over on Twitter, YouTube, and on Instagram. So we really do appreciate it. But let's just jump right into it with a couple of topics here. So let's start kind of smooth, and then we have like two more major topics that I wanted to kind of dive into. But one of the topics that isn't specifically about, I want to talk about real quick, like the Gukimaru and like the Ambush Kamazo event, but not the event itself. But there have been a lot of events recently on JP that have been structured in the sense that they are point-based events where you have a team that all have different point boosting values, and then you get a total amount of points, and then that results in specific amounts of rewards. So it's not a blitz battle, but it's a point-based event. I just wanted to kind of go down the line and get your opinions on this event kind of style. Do you think if it's better or worse? Do you think it's more rewards, but it requires you more incentive to farm? What are your opinions on these styles of events?
Wait, so before we get into this, because I actually did not look at this event, but from what I get, it's basically like a blitz battle, but it's not competitive.
Yeah, so like JP's had a few of them now, I believe, in the last couple of events.
Yeah, I remember this one being.
So like right now, you'd have like Zoro and Kaido are like the highest point boosters, and then you have their batch, and then a bunch of other ones, and I think it's rewards up to 15,000 points, I believe it is, and it's actually some like it's a pretty decent like array of awards as well. So like it's worth farming, but like what are your opinions on those style of events? Do you think they're worthwhile? Do you think it shouldn't happen like that? Like what are your overall thoughts there to everyone, obviously?
Well, I think it's actually kind of interesting because it's structured that way. It means that I don't know how long it goes for. I assume it goes for a while.
Yeah.
But like it kind of means that you can just farm it whenever you want, and you're kind of not like shoehorned into, you have to play within these 3 days.
Yeah.
So I actually kind of like it like that, but I still think that it would have been nice if there was some sort of ranking incentive as well. Like maybe for the first 3 days of the event, it's ranking, and then for the rest of the event, just do it however you want.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say for the first 3 days. I reckon like there should be like I do agree with most with that, but like not just like the first 3 days, maybe like 3 days total out of the whole thing. Like and they announce what days are the days that add towards the ranking. So that way you're not inclined to be the first 3. It's like, oh, I missed out on the first day because I had something on. So maybe what are the other 2 dates that are ranking available, so I can just put some time in towards it,
Kind of similar to how they used to say like, oh, it's half stam on the second day or whatever, but instead it could be like, oh, on day 2 it's a ranked event, on day 4 it's a ranked event, or whatever it may be.
Yeah, definitely. That's how I say it. I reckon that'd be better, be more chill, and like there's no like super like hard incentive to farm on the first 3 days and burn yourself out there.
Well, like rewards range from 5 points to 15,000 in total, right? Rewards included the Otoko and the Hiyori, so the 2 free units there. Bunch of gems, stamina potions, limit break materials, Pirate Rumble scrolls, tomes, candy as well, universal skill books. So the amount of rewards you're getting is kind of abundant in that sense there. But I guess then we have to kind of look at the drawback in the terms of if you don't have the point boosters, how many runs are you going to have to do in order to get these rewards? And if you have no point boosters, do you have no access? I mean, you do have access to rewards, but the amount of runs you'll have to do regardless would just be like a large mountain to climb. So yeah, I guess you kind of have to throw caution to the wind. Then, do you think it's worthwhile to just pump out 15,000 points worth of runs if you don't have any boosters?
Wait, hang on. Japan have got 3 times stamina rewards, don't they? Or can you not run these at 3 times?
I don't think you can.
No, you usually can't run those at any.
You can.
Oh, yeah.
No, you can't.
No, you can. I've played it on 3 times, Dan.
Oh, okay.
You could.
I guess because maybe it's I guess because it is like it's the Gukimaru. Like, is it a raid? I think it's a raid.
Technically.
Yeah, because it has an ambush come. I don't know. It's weird. It's technically a raid. I think because it's technically a raid, you can run 3x stam, so it makes it a lot faster.
It's a whole event that's basically trying to make you use the new batch, which I think is still kind of interesting because you can even still use like a friend Captain Kaido or a friend Captain Zoro, because we can continuously repeat content now. It's not really a big problem, I guess. Like once you find one friend captain, you can just sit there for a whole session and just keep going over and over again, just so long as your team works. And that would also incentivize people like, oh, I'm using this character. I should really, really like this unit. I want to go try and pull for him.
Yeah.
So that's maybe what they're trying to do.
I think it's a good idea in principle, but at the same time, I feel like, because I think a lot of the play base is generally quite, I don't know how to put it in light terms, but lazy. Like people want to like farm 20 runs and they're out, but because it's a point based thing, that 20 runs could become 50 runs, so that 20 runs could become like 10, right? So it adds a lot more variance in terms of how many runs people have to do, and people are always going to be looking towards doing the most minimal amount of runs possible in order to receive all the Chopper Man mission rewards or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, and they'll also be looking for like the fastest teams to do so as well, because like they don't want to spend like 5 minutes per run because
I mean, and then also like what Todd said, the fastest teams are always going to be the new batch and such. But for people that aren't going to be pulling or didn't get lucky, for example, then you're running into those issues where now you're running a less powerful team that requires many more runs to do. Like it kind of throws in balance.
Yeah, it requires stall.
Yeah, exactly.
Just regarding like the Kaido and the Zoro stuff, because I didn't actually look it up at the time because I was a bit busy, but I heard a lot of drama around the part 1 of the Sugo.
Yes.
I don't know what that was about.
So Kaido and Zoro were both available on part 1. I don't know what the drama was exactly, but as far as I know, they were both available in part 1 and people weren't happy about that, I think it was.
I think the rates, something to do with the rates was really bad.
All
I
available,
can't remember exactly.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 available legends, and then there was selected legends, and then there was super selected legends on part 1.
Yeah. I don't know. I heard a lot of people complaining.
I saw a lot of people tweeting out that they only had to do between 1 and 3 multis to get both of them on part 1. Like I saw like 4 different people get Zoro and Kaido in the first multi together.
I think it was because, so I think part 1 had a super selected group, which had the new Kaido, new Zoro, Kaido Big Mom, Luffy Sanji, Kid Sangoro, Quick Whitebeard, Saber Koala. Then I had a selected legend group, which had all the super selected plus Sugar, Shanks Crew, Nami V2, Vivi Becca, Nami, Dex Nami, Mihawk, and then Carrot. And then had all available legends in total, which included all selected, which means it includes super selected, and then all those available legends were included Smoker, Hawkins, Luffy Law, Whitebeard Marco, Gear 4 Luffy, Frankie, Doffy V2, Ray V2, Enel, Usopp, Zoro, Corazon, Ace, Boa.
Okay, so that would have been the issue because there was so many legends.
So, and then the multi 2, 5, 8, 13, 17 were a rated up character or legend. So rated up would mean any of those legends, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
3, 9, 12, 18 is any legend. 4, 7, 11, 14, 16, 19 is one a unit or legend. 6 or 15 is selected legend. And then 10 or 20 is super selected legend. So on part 1, there's no guaranteed unit.
The thing is, like, you shouldn't be going to all the way to the end on part 1 when it's not, unless it says guaranteed Zoro or Kaido. you should like.
Okay. I think I kind of get why as well. Sorry, Dill. Part 2 and 3, on part 2, Kaido was guaranteed. Part 3, Zoro was guaranteed, but on the 30th multi.
And
Yeah,
what
that's
was
garbage.
20.
So on part 1, it stops at 20, and that's a super selected legend. So it's any one of those top tier legends, right? But then part 2 and 3, it's guaranteed Kaido or Zoro, but you have to go to 30 in order to guarantee them.
You already know on Global it's gonna be 20.
100%. And there's no, I just don't, I guess another reason, I mean, we'll just jump into the next topic then. So we're like V3 Zoro, V2 Kaido, we have some information about them now. We know what they kind of do, how they work. I think Knight, did you pull any of them? I want to know, how did you go?
No, I didn't pull
You
anything.
tweeted
Only got a
Kaido,
couple.
so I was very excited, but I think you were debating me, so.
Oh no, I was talking about the chapter.
Okay, there we go, that's
Yeah.
fine. Anyway, so,
That's all right. He'll just get him from the latest treasure map.
that's fine. Yeah, we'll just wait for tickets to come out. It's okay. So they're out, but I think why people are upset is because part 1. I mean, there's a part 1 when we've come to a stage where there should only ever be as many parts as there are legends. I think that's potentially why people are
And
upset
so many
now.
legends on part 1.
Yeah, I was gonna say having a part 1 with both of them on me, I reckon both of them on there is not an issue in itself. It's the fact that there is so many legends
Wait,
on that.
also, it's a 10% legend rate.
But
And
if there's
all of them would
It's
have had.
like 50 legends. Like,
Wait,
that
do they all have equal rate?
I would assume
No.
so.
Okay,
Oh,
so
no.
I'm assuming Super Selected had the lowest rate, Selected had a higher rate than that, and then Available Legends had a higher rate than that, would be my guess.
I looked at the rates like when it came out. I think Zoro and Kaido they had like the lowest rate.
Oh,
that's
yeah,
the-
now we
now
get it.
it's all coming together now. Why? What's the whole point of introducing?
Why would you even pull on part 1 at all at that
There's
point?
literally no point in pulling apart.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, my first multi on part 1's making this look pretty.
no, but I just don't understand the point of introducing a new Sugo system and then taking a step back and going back to the old Sugo system.
Maybe they thought like, oh, if we put them both on the same banner, people are going to be just tempted to
People
go
be, yeah,
for it.
I think because part 1 did part 1 come out before part 2 and 3?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so people would have jumped the gun straight away and started pulling on part 1 way before part 2 and 3 came out.
That's kind of cringe.
I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't like that either. That's annoying.
Well, thankfully the legends themselves are quite good.
They are very good. Yeah.
Kaido has a new buff. You guys want to talk about that
Well,
real quick?
Technically yes, technically no.
Okay, I haven't been following this.
He basically just he basically just applies a debuff we all know and love, but to the enemy instead, which is
So
pretty cool.
Yeah, so they take 2 times extra damage.
Yeah, so
So-
increased damage taken to the enemy, which
So
is
now
so sick.
you know, so it's not like it's its own thing. There's no it's not considered a conditional, whatever it is. So it's so much more. It's like whatever damage your team is doing, you can just double it at this point. Which-
Yeah,
But
but
million fixed.
it cannot be applied if the enemy has an immunity buff,
yes, which is kind of
like
rough.
a full immunity buff. Yeah, but it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, of course.
When are we gonna get a character that gives us immunity?
Yeah,
True, actually. That'd be
Smoker's
fucking-
right there. What's up?
Yeah, but you know what's stupid though is that when the enemy removes our beneficial effects, we lose it. So it's
hey,
dumb.
hey, they look. They tried, all right. They tried.
They tried and they failed.
They tried. Okay. Kaido is very exciting though. I think Kaido. I mean, it was very interesting. They had a theme with this with these legends of an accumulated damage.
Yeah, take damage.
Is a big damage received. Sorry, is a big thing now with these with these.
Yeah,
patch
here's
it
the
was.
big brain play right
Here
here.
we go.
V2 Katakuri 6+.
Do you think he's gonna do some accumulated damage tings?
No, I feel like he might be soon because of this.
You think so? I mean, no. V2 Mihawk's next. The books are in the shop.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, like,
So he's gonna be-
I feel like he has to be soon.
And V2 Mihawk also got a Limit Break Plus.
Yeah, and he's still gonna
And
be
he's
mid when he
still-
gets a 6+.
He's still doo-doo. So
Yeah, because like, wait, so yeah, Mihawk 6+, no, Mihawk 6+, V2 Mihawk got a Limit Break expansion, and they gave him, I think, like a little bit of cooldown,
Yeah.
and he just adds like 10% damage reduction to his captain.
Literally it. So
So I don't know what his 6+ is going to do.
it
if
might
that's what
go.
they're aiming to do.
It might go from 1.75 to 2x. Would be my guess.
It'd be a lot better than Sanji,
Oh, without a doubt. But
and his special would need to be buffed in some way.
please help him. help the slashers. I mean, you know what? Nah, we have a
No,
better
no,
slasher.
don't.
We have
Don't
a-
put the slashes.
We have a better slasher. We have Dex Zoro. He pulls up. He says, "What's up?" He's very strong. Dex characters by 4.5. Non-Dex characters by 4x. 1.5 HP. 10 turns of special seal. When total damage received accumulates to 20k or more, Dex characters go to 5x, and at the start of each stage, cut HP of all enemies by 20%.
That's so good.
He's incredibly powerful. Like you have the HP cut at the start of the stage, so you know you can cheese Kizuna content.
But you need to take 20k before
You
you
need to
get
take
that
20K.
to activate. That's
Hey.
the only downside.
It is, but at the same time, it's like when you're doing like long form content,
Yeah.
like Garp challenges or whatever it is, it's very easy to hit that 20k
And
barrier.
the fact he has a 1.5 health boost is crazy. too.
That just his kit is actually like kind of
And
nutty,
the biggest thing, the special bind removal.
huge, right?
We all know how good Shankscrew is because of that.
I think Shankscrew like still is a top tier legend. I mean, obviously, like their swap and their special is great, but I think because the special seal, people really sleep on the fact that he like the special seal is so huge on Shankscrew. I think Zoro is going to be able to like live up to like a top tier level for a long time, just because the
And-
special seal is so big as well.
He hybrids up like perfectly with Kid
I know.
because Kid needs he can use Zoro as a super type requirement.
Yeah.
Then Zoro still needs like certain characters, but like it's like Straw Hat characters, Hiyori and stuff, which is
Kyoryo,
pretty easy.
Toko, Straw Hats.
Yeah. And yeah, so it works out perfectly. So you got like Zoro for Dex or boost and Dex color affinity with his super type.
Yep.
And then you've got Kid for 2.5 attack to Dex and a full border matching slots.
Yep.
So like they work really well together. But I still think Dex need a bit more support.
They need
But-
one more legend.
Yeah, I agree.
I think they need one
Yeah.
more. They need something to tie up those loose
Like
ends.
imagine all of Zoro's effects, but for int.
Yeah, it's over. I mean, he's special. -2 cooldown for the crew. For 1 turn, his own attacks will ignore any defensive abilities. 100 times characters attack and timeless damage to all enemies that will ignore any defensive abilities and defense up. Oh, sorry, and just defense, sorry. For 1 turn, boost orbs of Dex characters depending on the total accumulated damage received. Between 0 and 19,999 is 2.5x. So you're always going to have a minimum 2.5x orb boost.
Yep.
Or above 20k or above 2.75. So, I mean, you're going to be going for that 20k regardless. Because
Yeah,
for
for the
his
buff
captain.
captain.
So you'll have
Yeah.
a 2.75 times orb boost, which is just uncanny. Like, it's just
Kind of weird though, because
very
like I feel
good.
like because we got Roger at this point who's a 3 times attack boost. Why didn't they just make it a 3 times orb boost
I
once you
think
take
they're
him?
not. They're not ready. I don't think they're. I think
they might as well.
I think because they still have to hold out that Roger and Odin are super type legends. You know,
Oh, yeah, the super legends, yeah.
yeah. So they have to kind of have something to hold
Okay.
above people, if that makes sense.
Yeah, okay.
I
get
feel like
that.
maybe JP Annie will see the Annie legends having 3x boost.
So any legends you reckon are gonna be super legends? That'd make sense, I guess.
I don't think the Annie legends will be super legends, but I feel like there will be a Super Sugo that has a Super Sugo legend, and then there'll also be an Annie banner at the same time.
All I'm hearing this is
New banners.
basically making old characters so obsolete it's ridiculous.
Correct. I mean,
So it'd be like, you know how like on Dokkan where they have like, you know, an LR banner, like they got
Yeah.
LRs and then they've got the regular like
The Dokkan Fest.
the Dokkan Fest units. Yeah, so if they just do
I
like
think that's what's gonna happen. Like, I
Yeah.
feel like if they made the JP Annie Legends Super Sugo units, and then you know if you couldn't pull them as a Super Sugo unit, as a JP player, you might have to wait like 6 months to be able to pull those legends again. You know, I don't
or
think.
they could do like what they do on Dokkan where they have like their actual anniversary banner and then like a few weeks later they'll have like a part 2 of the anniversary which introduces like another LR
Well, that's
banner.
that's literally what I'm thinking will happen.
So they have the
right?
regular anniversary, then they have a Super Sugo straight after it.
I mean,
oh,
'cause
that
it-
would be crazy, dude.
I think that
People go
I
nuts.
think that that's what they're gonna do, right? Because it just makes sense to me for them to. I mean, like I don't know, Bandai goes in and out from doing the most whack shit to doing the most goats shit. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like it just makes sense to me to say like you know do 2-part anniversary or 3-part anniversary, whatever you want to do it. But whatever the final part is, make it a Super Sugo that introduces a Super Sugo Fest unit. And then also have the Annie banner available. So then players now have the option to say, okay, I can either get the Annie units or I can get this new Super Sugo unit, or whatever the case may be. But don't reveal the Super Sugo Fest unit until like literally like the day of or day after, so you can coit people into spending all their money on Super Sugo on the Sugo Fest for anniversary, and then Jabroni is going to have to buy some more gemmies in order to snag up some more Super Sugo units.
People aren't going to like that.
I don't know, but you know,
Yeah, nah. If they did that, it would have to be in reverse.
I don't think
because then because nobody would pull then.
But like, I think like the issue with Super Sugo units, I think we'll be talking about this till Kingdom Come, is that if they keep releasing at the same quality as Roger and Odin, I mean Roger specifically, right? It's gonna make so many. I think Dill mentioned it just before. It's gonna make so many units obsolete.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, we're talking about, you know, all of us have been like mingling about Global Anniversary, right? Like, Luffy Sanji doesn't look as appetizing anymore purely because
Roger's better.
Roger's just an incredible unit, right? And he's so good. LS loses a lot of value with that. So I would at least expect them to release Anniversary before Super Sugo, so people are at least getting Annie units, and then if they're really good units for the Super units, they'll chase those too. But I mean, hey, I don't know. I don't know at this point. It's a very, very, very windy road there. But, you know.
But like, we talked about Zoro. We didn't really talk about Kaido too much.
Yes, exactly. So let's hop into Kaido real quick. Kaido, quick characters, attack 4.5x. On that turn, if his special is used, the attack goes to 5x. Non-crit characters are 4x. HP by 1.5. When the damage accumulated is 10k or more on the following turn, trigger his special. Cooldown will not change. Accumulated damage will reset. Interesting. His special. Oh, sorry,
cool.
go for it.
No, I'm just saying, like, I'm glad we have like a new quick captain now, because it's been like so long since we got a new quick captain.
And it's just a solid quick captain.
Like, Smoker is not great, and then like Sugar is good, but I'm not the biggest fan of using Sugar. I like using her as a sub, personally.
Sugar does bits, like, and you can't disrespect that. Like, if you want like another like couple 100 mil damage in your team, put Sugar in your team.
And bypass barriers.
Exactly, you're good to go.
Bypass
right?
paralysis and bind. Yeah,
easy. But I agree. And he's special, for reference with his captain, for 1 turn applies 2 times increased damage taken to enemies and deals 1 million typeless damage to one enemy, changes all orbs to matching.
Nice.
Just solid. You have so much
special.
And that ST special. I didn't read the ST special of Zoro, actually. Give me a second.
He's color affinity, basically.
Color affinity, 2x color affinity.
Color.
And Kaido's super type special. So his condition. Oh, sorry, the Dex. Apologies. His super type conditions 50% or lower HP, reduces 2 turns of threshold damage reduction, % damage reduction on enemies. It's that 2 mil typeless damage to one enemy, and then super type quick characters.
He's really good.
Dude, 2 times threshold, 2 times % damage is actually nutty.
Like, that's so good because it makes a lot of those characters that only remove like threshold and rainbow shield by like, 3 or 4 turns. It actually makes them usable. Yeah.
Because if you run double Kaido, now you get 4 and 4.
Yeah.
And then, you can run a person that does a 3-turn removal. Now you're at 7 turns, So like, kind of nutty.
It's pretty easy to launch as well.
50% or lower, and I mean, like, you want to be taking damage anyway, so like,
yeah,
gain a 50%. I mean, you run the Whitebeard ship,
dude. Why wasn't Katakuri super type special 50%?
No, we don't talk about Katakuri, man. Katakuri actually got the shaft, and that's facts. The poor man got the shaft.
Self-proccing conditional through immunities, kind of nutty. But anyways,
it's really good. He's actually.
But I'm glad we have a new quick captain now because, like, the quick Garp challenges are always annoying as heck. Everyone knows that.
It's about Garp challenges, to be honest.
And now Kaido makes it a lot easier, so that's nice.
I mean, Kaido just provides so much damage, and plus that special of a 2x increased damage taken, like clearing bosses is going to be a lot easier, even if you don't have like color affinity against the boss, because you're just doing so much extra damage now.
Yeah, I love that because it's just like a new buff. Like, it's just doubling your whatever damage you do.
Yeah,
it's
literally.
It's way too good.
I just don't like.
I'm not sure.
Block orbs.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure if you mentioned this, but if you're using Kaido as captain, every time you take 10,000 damage, he automatically uses his special without it actually like proccing, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Could you bring someone on your crew to reduce your own HP and then in order to proc the special as well?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait. Oh. Yeah.
So if it was like self damage, right?
If it works like Halloween Lore, something like that.
So as in, like, let's say you use a special that reduces your current HP by 80%, and that's more than 10k.
Oh, I don't know.
Would that proc the special, or is it only if, like?
I'd imagine.
I think you need to take damage.
You need to take damage. Okay.
Oh, what if you had like Shank's crew and then switched out of the quick one to lose health that way?
Is that considered as taking damage though?
It is for Lore.
Oh, it does for Law.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then I'd guess it'd be the same.
That should work.
For Kaido then.
And same for Zoro as well.
Because if that's the case, like, Kaido becomes way better. Not way better, sorry, but like the ability to like proc his special on like multiple turns without having to actually like charge up his special is
the thing about it is though is that like all of his hits of damage are single target, I think.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So take that as you will.
Still a lot of damage though. Like if you have the 1 mil, if you're versing a final boss, right? You have the 1 mil from his special, 1 mil from the friend captains, you're at 2 mil. And you have 4 mil total from both captains from super type. So you just have 6 mil damage to a boss just purely from specials and super types alone.
I'm just gonna have a look. Does Kaido have any like good supporters?
You just tested?
Yeah, self HP cut doesn't work.
Oh,
I can try swap.
Try swap, see if that does anything. Because I thought a self HP cut would actually be kind of heinous in all things considered, right? Their Pirate Rumble kits aren't. I mean, they're good, but I don't know. They're nothing game changer. I feel like Zoro definitely gives a lot of power up to Dex teams. I think Dex teams are a lot more viable with Zoro now as a legend in them. Kaido doesn't. I mean, Kaido's great as well, but like he doesn't. I don't know. He doesn't do. I haven't seen enough yet to.
Zoro is actually really good as a captain or a sub.
Yes,
because he obviously his special is really good, but he's also one of those units that resists special reverse and then reduces your cooldowns and stuff. So they're always useful to have.
Very good.
And he also does damage. He goes through defense effects for his attacks. Like, just with him alone, if he has an orb, and then, like, with his orb boost and everything active, like, that's going to be more than enough to kill a lot of bosses just with that.
I also wanted to point out, Zoro and Kaido are the first units in Pirate Rumble to have a damage reduction as part of their Pirate Rumble resistances.
Yeah.
So Zoro has a reduced 30% incoming from quick damage. No, is that Zoro? Yeah, it's Zoro.
Yep.
And Kaido has 30% incoming from strength.
Which is big.
Which is huge because right now Odin is running shop with damage output. So I think Kaido's resistance is a lot more useful than Zoro. I mean, actually, no, I take that back because you have damage from things like Aokiji, from Carrot, actually. So both their Pirate Rumble kits are pretty good. I don't think they're meta shifting, but I think Dex teams are way more viable. Quick teams are obviously way more viable with these two legends here. I guess then the question on everyone's lips: where do we rate them? Where do you guys personally rate them overall in terms of legends?
I think Zoro's really good, but he has the big problem that Kid has, which is, and a lot of the other super types, that he just really works for Dex. Like, he does boost, like, Universal, but he doesn't do anything for Universal, like with his captain and special. So, like, that portion of it is kind of obsolete. So he's probably like in the tier below, like all of like the insane units, tier, like most of the other super type units are. Kaido, on the other hand, I think is going to be really good for quick carp challenges, but I think where he's going to shine the most is as a sub, because you can just, like, if there's no immunity, like, you can just bring him on literally any team and double that team's damage, which is like ridiculous.
It's actually insane. Like, the amount of damage output he's going to provide is going to be uncanny. But no, I think I completely agree 100% with you there. I think Zoro is fantastic. I think Zoro will be able to clear all content. But in terms of like usability and like expanse and his captain ability, there isn't much there, unfortunately for him,
Right.
in terms of like, yeah, like you're saying, yeah, he has the 4x boost to Rainbow, but his special doesn't do much for Rainbow, and it's just obviously it's dex centric opposed to, you know, something like Snake Man. You go back to and refer to him. Snake Man's a whole different kind of being when it comes to a Rainbow Captain.
Yeah, I'll say this: it's not very often when we get like a batch like that where both the legends are actually quite good.
Yes, I agree with that as well. You know, both these legends are quite great in themselves. What were you going to say, Flame?
Oh, I was just gonna say I also don't like that he doesn't like make any orbs counts beneficial or kind of like boost the rate of dex orbs.
I think like if a quick super type, or like let's say like take Zoro, if he's a dex super type and he boosts Rainbow by 4x, right? I think he should make all dex orbs beneficial for all units, or at least like follow suit in that sense. Like I feel like it would add up so much more to his captain ability if it was like, you know, boost dex by 5x, boost Rainbow by 4x, and makes all dex orbs beneficial for all characters. You know, maybe then there's a little bit more incentive now to bring like non-dex units as well, because now at least you know, like, okay, if I get a full board of dex orbs, I'm running a full, like, that's a full board of orbs now and such, and it provides a little bit more like it's just a little bit more comfort there. But I think you miss out on a lot of that when they just don't do that. And, you know, his special doesn't do much. But Kaido's special at least is like, hey, fuck it. 2x boost on your damage? Yes, please. Like, you know, you can run
and then,
shot.
like Knight said, like, I hate on the super type abilities when they make them manipulate orbs, but they don't go through block orbs. Like, that's so annoying.
Yeah. I don't like that either. I think where it's getting, like, it's kind of silly. Like, it's just, it's
we should just get to the point where all super types manipulate orbs, and then the good ones manipulate block orbs.
I mean, do you know who else has a good super type special?
Here we go.
Sweet Commanders, Kappa.
Sigh. Anniversary. Pog you.
No, but like, sorry, I had to go just a sec there. But like, I think overall, I think the characters are good, but it's still the fact that they need better like subs. They need better units to support them.
Dex is still dookie.
Yeah, it's actually kind of funny because like the Quicken Dex legends being like the ones that have to take damage to get better actually kind of makes sense, because you have to do that in the first place anyway because they're already so bad.
It's just unfortunate.
I just tested.
Go.
Swap works.
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shanks Crew still viable, Pog.
I mean, but the Shanks Crew starts as Psy though.
That's
I mean, you
all
can
right.
still, yeah, you can still make it work.
That's
what
really
if the
good,
dual units start as quick, they go to a different color?
Don Krieg and Gin.
No, they start as strength.
God damn it.
And Laufey starts as Dex.
That's right.
Sanji Pudding.
Okay, don't get Flame.
E2 Vivi Becca.
Luffy
Yep.
is.
Yep.
This man.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Oh, Shirahoshi V.
Yeah, the Vivi Rebecca.
I'm
the new
not.
one, yeah.
Look, I'm not giving any respect to the Feed 2 dual units. They don't exist in my books.
They're pretty good though.
I know. That's the frustrating part. So I don't want them to exist in my books, but they're actually quite decent of units. So.
Oh my guy, Shanks and Mihawk.
Yo.
Yo.
Actually, yeah, if you're below 50%, you get the delay, self-proc delay.
Hold on. Are we building what? We building a team? Alright, anything else to say on that piece before we move on?
Nah.
Alright, let's move on.
Mm-mm.
Let's move on to the biggest disappointment of the week.
What's that?
That's a new segment that I just started just there. Halloween Legends came out. Yay! But guess what, guys? There's no Team Kizuna. Boo!
Insert soundboard.
Don't worry, I got the sounds.
Tell me when we need him.
Exactly. So, yeah,
that's
Halloween
solid.
Legends release. So we had the release of, I was about to say Hawkins. You know, shout out to that guy. And the release of Mihawk and Law. They both released. They're doing their thing. And then Shanks was just announced recently for the global side as well as the Kid Kizuna, which we as global players all expected to be a Team Kizuna, but as a matter of fact, it's just a regular ass Kizuna.
Yeah. So the big thing about that is not only do we miss out on having a Team Kizuna, which is obviously fun as hell, but the big thing here is that we lose out on so many rewards.
Yeah.
And the biggest thing is that title.
Everyone is livid about that title, bro. Everyone is upset. people punching people punching the air, bro. What is going on?
Damn it! What am I missing here?
I don't know.
It's just Reddit being upset there's no title. But no, so Kizuna Kid is no longer a Team Kizuna event, but it will still have, I think as far as we know, I think according to Anlord a couple of days ago, the same HP scaling as JP did. And also it will have the same I don't know what to call, like a buff after like 70 rounds.
The additional gimmicks.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah.
Oh god.
So after 70, each of the stages does more. I mean, if you're going to 70, you're a clown.
Yeah,
Don't-
stupid.
Don't do that. But like after 70 and 140, which on a Team Kizuna, that's
Well,
easy.
yeah.
That's par for the course, right?
That's day one.
Yeah.
They want stuff.
But like regular Kizuna after 7140, so we don't have to worry about that too much in a sense, but it's just, what's the point? I want to be told. I want to figure out right now, what was the decision behind not making this a Team Kizuna?
We've discussed this.
I think it's because they have to invest resources into setting up this event. And, well, according to what we see right now, it looks like they don't have those resources available right now.
I agree, but I don't like it. You know what I mean? It's one of those things where it's like, I think okay, the website should be there. I mean, the website should be there, but it's in Japanese, so you have to redo all the graphics and do all the translations, obviously, which is probably the largest consuming, like, the amount of time you need to do all that, plus all the back-end infrastructure required to have all the people able to access teams and their IDs and such and whatever that may be. But at the same time, it's like, I mean, it's just a very weird situation because the Kizuna is a regular Team Kizuna setup, though.
Yeah.
And
Like, they didn't even go out of their way to change the boss to do anything different.
The boss doesn't change. The boss
scaling,
doing all the same
Yeah.
things.
like,
But hey, Shanks is guaranteed on 15.
the Sugofest is actually really good.
I know, it's very good. Shanks
if
is
this was a Team Kizuna, so
over,
many people would have
I'd
went
do
to
15. I'd do 15.
Yeah,
That's
so
Like
I feel like
they shot themselves in the foot.
hit it.
I was just gonna say that I feel like they had the resources, but they just didn't go to the Gator Island.
Bruh.
Okay, all right. And
I hate this guy.
that's the. Why do we kick Craig, bro? Why do we kick Craig? We kick Knight. Craig at least sat in the corner and didn't say shit, man.
All right, we got a new spot opening up on GGP. If anyone's available,
Dude, we have so many spots opening up right now. I don't know what's going on. It's like there's like 8 spots open up, but we don't have 8 spots to fill at the moment. I mean, like, I don't know about. It's just a very weird situation to have, because like all the other previous banners, right? I mean, other previous banners. There's been the last 2 Kizuna banners. You've had the multis go up to 10, and then you either get all the boosters or you get a shot at least minimum 2 boosters, right, in 10.
Mm-hmm.
For Shanks to be at 15, people would easily go to 15. I think a lot of people would have been pulling at 15. I think what they've done now is that they've said, yeah, Shanks, the only reason it's redeemable is like, hey, if you like Shanks, you can get him in 15 multis. Otherwise, there's no point in pulling. Don't pull. This is a Sugofest. You just don't. I mean, Annie's literally like 2 weeks, 3 weeks away, you know? Like, do not pull.
Yeah, they've killed like these past 2 events. Like, I don't really get it. Like, even before the Halloween Legends came out, they came out with thing like, hey, the Annie's coming.
Yeah.
They were,
I don't know what
they're really hyping Annie up very early on. And I mean, like, I think they kind of need to as a redeeming factor, because 5th anniversary is one of the most forgettable events, like, of all time.
And it kind of sucks because this anniversary, I mean, if we only just go with what we know right now, then it's not going to be anything too crazy because Roger and Odin just ruined it.
Yeah. Like, it's a bad tightrope they have to walk on. I just don't understand the choice of not putting a Team Kizuna.
I reckon they're gonna try. They're gonna do some stupid, ridiculous stuff when it comes to like guaranteed legends.
Yeah, I could see that.
I hope so.
I mean, if I see LS at 15, I'm like, all right, and he's saved.
LS at 10.
LS at 5? No. LS for free, login reward, Pog. No, but it's just, I still don't understand the purpose of not doing a Team Kizna. Because people are saying, oh, but they're going to do a Team Kizna in Anniversary, which is possible, because we know that the Kizna ticket thing closes on the 20th PST, which is pretty much around Anniversary time. So there's a very large plausibility that there'll be
right before it.
Yeah, there'll be a Kizna in Anniversary. Whether or not that's a Team Kizna or a special one or whatever it is, we're not sure. But
that's the thing, yeah.
I just don't think they should do one in Anniversary. I think that'd be very stupid.
Because, like, that's a little weird, because if the Kizuna shop closes on the 20th, meaning a new Kizuna starts then that would be weird to have a Kizuna that goes into the Anniversary celebration. Because if you're going to do one for the Anniversary, you'd have it when you can pull the characters, not before you can pull the characters.
If they were to do a Kizna, it'd have to be a new one, like Global First style.
Because we already know that the Black Blade training event's coming back, right?
I mean, it should.
Let's go.
It should have. I thought it should have come back by now.
It comes back after the treasure map, I think.
That's with is that with the Sakura pudding and Big Mom?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. We pulling.
Oh my days.
This guy. I mean, that pudding is kind of good though.
And we're getting the Dofi event with Corazon and Viola.
Ooh,
I mean, that's a lot of gems though. Like those two events dropped like 50, 60 gems, I believe, total.
And because it's a rehash event, it's probably going to be cheaper to get the units too.
It will be, without a doubt.
Yeah.
I think on JP, wasn't like the Corazon and Viola like on the same banner, like 2 and 3 or something like that?
No, so it was 1 and 3.
There it is. Yeah. It's like they were hella close together. So if you're missing one of them, like you could easily get both of them for cheaper than getting one of them before. And I'm assuming
all 3.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you're, and also I would assume the exact same thing for Pudding and Big Mom, right? Or similar.
Yeah, Pudding's on 1, Big Mom's on 3.
Jesus, this guy gets a free pudding pretty much.
I mean, I've already got them both anyway, so.
Yeah, same.
So like, but I mean, like, it's good. Like, I like the idea of if an event comes back, making the units way cheaper to get. I mean, bring back the bonsai admirals, man.
Facts.
We
need
those.
Oh yeah,
no one has them. No, every time you use them in a video, any replacement for the Akainu?
Literally no. He's one of like the best limited rare recruits in the game.
I have him either. That's saying something.
He's so good.
He's actually incredible.
He's my favorite.
He's the best limited rare recruit of the game, like hands down as well.
Man.
Wait, what color is he?
Quick.
Oh, I had him on my old account.
Yeah. You would have had him on your old account for sure.
And then the Kuzan's pretty good too.
The Kuzan's alright as well, yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah, Suru on the boat too. She got the gums out in the boat. That's crazy.
Yes,
Kuzan and Suru doing some things.
Hey.
That I don't have that are really annoying me at the moment because when I took my break, I didn't farm the what's it name? Reiju treasure map.
Damn, feels bad, bro.
I don't have her. And around the same time was the summer, so I don't have the rewards of the summer flambe.
Oof.
Yeah.
So that's cool. I'm watching like people's videos, like, okay, but summer flambe support is necessary. I'm like, well, fuck.
Alright, new team.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, she's kind of good actually. That support's kind of nuts.
Alright, then question on the board then. How hard, how soft, how slow, how fast?
Hold on.
Okay, relax. Are you guys gonna go on Kizuna Kid? Nat Stam, Potion. Alright.
Nah, that shit's dead to me.
260.
I'll get to box
max.
7 day 1 and then leave it at that, and then just natural stamp from that.
I'll probably just get to box 7 throughout the duration of the event, and then I don't know, like unless like I think Todd and I were talking. I remember if box 7 goes crazy, it could save it, but I doubt it's gonna go crazy. I highly doubt it.
Very much low on tablets as well.
It has to be like 750 items, five tablets per or something like that. Like it has to do something bonkers. Otherwise, like this Kizna's absolutely just a waste.
Yeah.
It's like this Kizna, if the box 7 is decent, I might farm it a fair bit. It's like how like treasure map, I'm probably going to go ham for a little while because
Yeah.
I've got absolutely no materials.
Because like recently with the global Kisners, we've also been seeing 5 tablets of each in the final box.
Mhm.
5 tablets of each with 1,000 items. So the average has gone up like quite significantly from like, you know, from it being 3 per to 5 per is like a way higher chance of you getting a tablet per pool. So I think the only redeeming factor here is if Kisner Kids box 7 is really good, but I highly doubt it. It's just not worth it. Like the whole event is it's a sham, but it's in preparation for anniversary though, which
And yeah, well, I guess right before the anniversary, like we get the Black Blade training and the Dofi event.
Lots of
That's a lot of
gems.
free gems.
Yeah, they usually love the date before anniversary, and you'd
And-
think a Team Kizuna would do that.
And
correct.
we're getting like the login rewards every single day for the anniversary
Oh yeah,
countdown.
I haven't talked about that.
We're
What do you
getting
guys
the,
think of those login rewards actually?
I
I
mean,
haven't seen them.
they're pretty mid, but
Like
it's free shit.
it's just free like rare recruit pools at this, like, you know, I mean like it's
Oh, I mean the stuff that's on now.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's kind of mid.
I mean, they're
So
alright for
I
it.
didn't post mine, but I got a V2 Snake Man from one of them.
Yikes.
Holy, this guy right
Yeah.
here.
Right. Hey, I got Magellan, so what's up?
I haven't gotten a red.
I haven't gotten red either.
Same.
I don't want
When
to.
I got it, I thought it was guaranteed, but I was like, nah. this
Bro,
probably
I'm at,
just a ticket.
bro, hell nah, dude. The day, bro, I'll be upset. I'll be
And-
upset.
And we're also they just announced like yesterday or whatever. We're doing the SNS campaign.
Oh, we have
on
the
Facebook. Yeah, the first question came out today.
Yeah, brother Reiju.
Brother Raju, let's
Yeah,
go.
so
with the
suppose-
schlong. She got the schlong.
Raju,
That was odd.
Raju packing a 9 in her pants. She doing, I don't know, bro. She's doing something or other to be considered a jabroni.
Bruh.
She's a brut now.
I
so
think they
it's-
said we get 1 question per week, and if we get them all right, we get 10 gems or something.
I
Like,
need
it's
100.
something small, but whatever. I'm pretty sure that we'll get like, you know, when the anniversary starts, like, oh, it's our anniversary. Thanks for playing. Here's, 20 gems or something. I
Do
don't
you
know.
think they're gonna do a live stream for anniversary?
No,
No, probably not.
COVID a bitch.
Yeah, I would, bro.
No, my man Nick did a stream with the Gunpla.
That's what I
game.
was gonna say. Like,
He did it like a webcam stream.
yeah. So I think there's definitely a possibility they could. I mean, like, are they working? Do we even know if they're working from home or if they're working at the if they're working in the office? You can do one.
They are working from home.
I'm sure. Well, surely something can be sorted out. I need a live stream event. I need a
No, we
the
need our
live stream.
fix. We need our fix.
We need our
And especially.
yearly live stream.
Actually, we haven't had a Nick stream since Yoshi has taken over.
Correct. God
So-
damn it, Yoshi.
Whenever they do organize another stream, it's probably going to be really good.
I was waiting for you to say whenever they organize stream, I'm gonna be on it. So I was like, all right, bet. This
No,
guy-
not quite.
We're not there yet, but that's it really.
Yeah, I mean, what else is there on
the
the
Treasure Cruise kind of dookie at this
on
point.
the episode plan? V2 Mihawk soon. Getting a 6 player. We already talked about that.
TM Queen's announced Queen's first unit, I believe, in the game.
No,
No,
second.
rare recruit.
Queen's second unit in the game. I guess then something we can kind of get mad at. Oh, global GARP challenges. Oh, there's only 2 GARP challenge sets. But less gems. Shut up, man.
is it actually less gems?
Yeah, it should be. It would be 100%.
Yeah.
It's only 2 of them. We usually have 3.
That is
I
kind
mean,
of
wait, did the first NL drop with classes and colors?
No.
Yeah, I thought so. Okay. So
But
let's,
didn't the first NL drop after Luffy Sanji was out?
Yeah.
It's-
No.
that's
So
what
that's
I'm, I
interesting.
actually wanted to bring that up. Knight, correct me if I'm wrong. Team Kisner Kid, Luffy Sanji was out for that, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought so because it now. I mean, like, that's what I thought the reason behind Kisner Kid not being a team Kisner is because you don't have Luffy Sanji.
Why would that matter?
I just thought like I feel like that's just a factor in the reasoning why as well. I think people would have been like, well, I think people would have gone towards looking at teams that had like Luffy Sanji or like any of the anniversary units in it for that kind of purpose.
I mean, we got
yeah.
Roger, so I mean,
Yeah, fair enough.
I mean, Luffy Sanji like didn't really change anything for those
I just
No.
feel like
stages anyways.
that could have been a
but,
potential like
yeah.
play in their mind as
because like
as
it
to
just mean
why.
versus int, you would use them, I suppose. But I mean, you just use Roger.
And you, or,
Yeah.
or I mean, like if they had Tim Kisner, everyone would have had fucking Shanks and 15 multis. Call it a day. You could have just run double Shanks everything, but no.
Well, all I know is this next Team Kizuna is going to go in.
I swear, if they do a Team Kizuna for anniversary, I'm going to be very upset.
That will be interesting.
I'm not going to be happy
Because the thing is, as well, is that Luffy Sanji debuted alongside like that Blitz battle shenanigan.
There's a Blitz battle. There's a treasure map.
Wasn't there like 3 Blitz battles back to back or something like that? I don't remember.
It's like one Blitz battle, and then there's like a Thingamabingy battle.
Ah, yes. The Thingamabingy battle, yes.
I don't remember, but I know that there was like grinding events associated.
Yeah.
And wait, shouldn't we get 6+ Capone soon as well?
He should be on the anniversary banner as like
That's so
guaranteed in the 4th multi.
That's so annoying.
Yes,
what a wasted spot.
No, what do you mean, dude?
You don't like Capone?
He's not even a side grade.
Yeah, that's the most annoying part about it, right? Is that he's not even a side. If he was a side grade, I'd be like,
It
this
wouldn't
is
be as
sick.
bad, yeah.
I'm like, that's dope.
Yeah, guarantee Capone is basically a guarantee unit.
Fucking hell, Yoshi.
You know, I'm upset. These banners suck.
I'm not pulling.
I'm not
boycott
pulling.
Bandai.
Hey, pull a 70S. Boycott.
Side note, 3 notes on 3 multis on Sweet Commander's Paris Sparrow.
Yeah, you have to do that.
Execute.
That
Yeah.
Paris Sparrow kind of banging. Make sure you go do that. I think we said
Unless
it
they
every
strap this on
episode.
global.
I guaranteed in 6. Do 6 multis.
Now they change it, but they actually make him a legend this time. Sugo Fenty exclusive.
Oh my god.
Legend Perisper, just like my legend Jozu, where he at?
Hey, let them know, bro. That's the guy.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's pretty much it for Treasure Cruise, I think.
Yeah, Treasure Cruise kind of mid.
We're just waiting for
nothing,
the
nothing to do, bro. I know turtles are going, man. Where they going?
Turtles, dude.
They're leaving us, bro. Rest
Yeah,
in
they-
peace.
How OP they were, like 2 years too late.
Dude, I think it's more upsetting because like new players, like
Yeah.
good luck getting XP, my guy. No, they give out enough fucking lobsters
Chopper
anyway.
Man stuff as well.
Yeah, exactly. That'll be fine. I mean, that Hime Island, is that going to be a gem per day as well?
Ooh, if that is, then it's actually really good.
That's what I'm thinking. Night.
Bruh.
Is that a gem per day or what?
Hime Island.
Yeah.
Like the one that you buy, or
Globe was getting like 1 per day or something like that.
Like a once per day, you farm it, and you get 1 of each color princess turtle.
oh no, that doesn't come with a gem.
Oh my.
Ruined.
Throw it in the bin. Throw it in the bin.
I'm quitting. I'm going to play Dragon Ball Legends.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say Genshin. Do you guys want to talk about that or do you just want to completely move on from that?
We're talking about Genshin.
I was going to say, do you guys want to talk about the Genshin controversy that popped up or you guys want to move
Was
on?
it more shit about the rates being bad?
No, it's something
No,
different.
It's the CG.
Wait,
We
what?
talk
Oh,
We're not talking about Team Pudding, Flame. Put it in your pants. We don't want to see it. No, there was okay. I'll bring it up and then I'll like test the waters here. So, Genshin has done the similar to like what 7DS did, which is like a rollback thing for people that use like cheap primo gems on Genshin, where your account has
Wait,
gone
those are thing in Genshin as well.
Yeah, it's in every gacha game, really. Where if you had purchased those like those primo gems, your account has gone into a negative amount, and you have a week to pay off how much it's like to repurchase all of them, or your account gets banned.
Really?
So someone tweeted a photo, and they were negative 8.3 thousand primo gems.
That's not bad. That's one pack.
Isn't that like $150 like that? It's not much.
No, it's not too bad.
No, that's one pack for like $80 is like 8,000 gems.
Bruh, okay. Well, they're doing it fine, bro. They're okay over
That
there.
happened with Treasure Cruise and like
No, hey, no. Taboo. Like, I think it's the right thing to do. I don't know. I think it's just the right
just
way to do
banning and blocking them, but
it.
still, it's gonna hurt.
I mean, I'm sure like that person posted their image as like a warning, I guess. But I'm sure that if this like this cheap primo gem thing existed for longer, which I'm assuming it did, because Atsu actually like said that his videos, the ads playing before it were third-party websites that were selling the cheap Primo gems, which is
That's
is hilarious to me because
that's so sketch.
He sells them.
Okay, relax.
Shout out to that guy.
Shout out to that guy. But I'm sure that there's people that spend dosh.
So the reason why this is blown up so much is because Genshin Impact is a lot of people's first introduction to gacha games.
Yeah.
And people don't understand how it can affect them. And the reason is a lot of people have taken this opportunity to like, oh, look, I can just buy the currency for cheaper. Yeah. Why the hell wouldn't I do that? And they're realizing all the repercussions of it and like, oh, okay, well, fuck this game. And it's like, well, it's your fault. You need to learn these things.
I just think that the way that they've approached it is the best way to do it, because I think what they did was they found it out quickly and they've said, well, you either pay back the amount you owe or you lose the account. I don't know. I feel like like 7DS, the best image I've ever seen from 7DS was some guy was locked out of his account and he had to pay back $27,000 in cheap diamonds to get it back.
Yeah,
7DS did not give a fuck, bro. Like they were, you're gonna pay
between paying like what you owe in the amount of gems, or like paying the difference in, you know what I mean? Like I reckon paying the difference would be more fair if that's because like they still got some money, but they missed out on so and so much, but from these gems. So it's like, okay, pay the difference. So basically paying out the rest of the actual price.
Because I think the way that Genshin's done it is actually good because they have a week to do it. I mean, maybe not in that sense, but they can still play the game as far as I know. But they're going to be a negative, like, because I don't know about Genshin too much, but isn't there like a premium currency and then like another currency that you can collect or you get given from like chests or whatever?
There's a premium currency to pull unlimited banners, and then there's the generic currency for just the everyday banner.
Do you ever get given the premium currency at all throughout playing the game? Or do you only
you can get it very frequently.
Okay, well then my idea doesn't work then. 'Cause I was thinking like, well, what's the point of banning someone if it's the premium currency, but then just leaving them on a negative number at all times? I guess then you could restrict their account from earning any premium currency at all until they've paid back the amount.
With the currency, you can convert it to basically to get the premium currency to pull on the limited banners or the generic one. So there's not premium Primo gems.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's just Primo gems.
So I guess then they could, in theory, restrict your ability to convert or whatever it is until you paid back the amount you owed.
Right.
I don't know about banning if is the right move. I mean, I guess it is to kind of cleanse, but at the same time,
if they're gonna ban them, they've got to give them more than a week.
Yeah, I agree with that too.
I agree.
Like a week is kind of
like a month.
Yeah.
A month I think a month is enough time to decide whether or not you're okay with your account being banned or with it.
Whether or not you're okay with paying the difference.
Oh yeah, well I think.
What if you got like $3,000 in outstanding? It's like, well, that's a lot of money.
I think there are plenty of people that are going to be in that position. 100%.
Oh yeah, definitely. And there's definitely going to be people who are going to say $3,000. Yeah, that's nothing. I guess I'll pay it. I want to play the game.
I've already worked hard on this account. I don't want to lose the account. Blah 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 type deal. But I feel like I think Todd had the best example where Genshin being that initial introduction to like the gacha system. People complain about the rates, and the rates are kind of abysmal. But I believe they've improved on it slightly with the soft. I don't know too much, but with the soft pity system and then the hard pity, and so it's
I don't keep up with Genshin. So.
Yeah, for sure. No, me neither. But I think it's definitely the right approach, but I don't know. I feel like a little bit more time for players to make that decision and either to be prepared to pay said money back would probably be more in order to do so.
Yeah, don't do
I think it's nice they even give the opportunity.
Correct.
On Treasure Cruise, they just be like, oh, bye.
I mean, bro, 7DS literally was a white screen that had the amount you owed on it. And it just had a pay button, bro. That shit was deadly.
That's funny. Holy
what
shit.
What game did this? I think if you bought cheap gems on Arknights, they ban your account for 100 years or something.
Yeah.
Didn't that happen in LA?
I don't know if it was late. I think Pam actually. I don't know. Something happened, but one of them had that issue happen where it was banned for 100 years or some shit. It's Imagine you outlive that, bro. That's my goal.
In 100 years, I'll be back.
I'm gonna get.
Like, just log into this account on this day and see if it works.
You live in your will. He just writes some random ass like, son, you need to log into Arknights for me. Clear the missions. All right, we got a crap ton of questions though.
Let's get it.
We gotta bump through these real quick.
Jeez.
So as per usual, thank you guys for sending in your questions to us over on Twitter at GGP Podcast, on Instagram at GGP Podcast, and via our YouTube community tab. We really do appreciate it. Without further ado, from at WP1999, of all of Luffy's fights, which one do you think is the most deserving / most likely to get a versus unit?
Katakuri.
Category.
Lucci would be sick though.
Lucci would actually be fucking cool.
Actually, yeah, Lucci could use another good legend.
Buggy.
CP0, please.
Buggy.
Luffy versus Buggy at Orange Town. Wait, what'd you say, Knight?
Luffy and Cracker would be kind of cool.
Oh, hold on.
That's interesting.
That's a bit
That's
spicy.
interesting.
That's a bit interesting. I see.
I need some love for my boy. I'm gonna call Luffy Croc.
Luffy versus Sanji. They haven't done that unit before.
Yeah,
Luffy versus
Usopp.
Usopp. Yeah. I don't know. There's a lot.
There's a lot. There's too many, bro. Luffy versus V3 Ray could evolve into Luffy versus Rayleigh. You can combine Stampede Luffy and Rayleigh together, and you get Luffy versus Rayleigh.
Let's get Luffy versus Blueno.
Oh, let's go.
Bro, honestly, a Gear 2 legend.
For the first time. It's
Bro, a
big
Gear
moment.
2 legend would actually be fucking sick. To go back, instead of like Luffy just getting a bit like so much stronger, to go back and release like an old Luffy legend, like that would be actually kind of tight.
Now just
Imagine
log
It's
Luffy.
like an East Blue Luffy.
And bro, I'm down, dude. I'm so down for an East Blue Luffy.
Oh,
Isn't
Luffy.
log Luffy based on Gear 2 with his special?
Gear
Yeah.
3, right?
It
That's
is.
good, too.
No, that's
too.
'Cause he does
it's Gear 2, so if you're 6 plus him.
He does together. That's right. That's right.
Oh, what about like Luffy versus Blackbeard and Impel Down?
Yeah, I'm in. Or Magellan. Ooh,
Oh,
yeah.
Ace versus Blackbeard.
There we
That
go.
needs to happen. Oh
Alright.
man, there's so many good ones.
There's too many. Luffy, I don't know.
But there's out of all this time, we still only got one versus unit so far.
Hey, it's coming. Whitebeard.
Well, we already know the other one that's coming.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. At the Lord Shuro asks, with how legends releasing have been coming, that's I don't know. Did I have a stroke?
Pause.
Did I have a stroke? With how legend releases have been coming, am I having a stroke or is that fine grammar? I think that's
I
fine
don't think
grammar.
It's fine, but
I think I'm having a stroke. Anyway, there's a part of me that feels that Bandai is trying to get Global to catch up to JP and put them on the same release schedule. Do you think this is something they would do, or do you guys think content will slow down and it won't happen? Does you think Bandai will catch Global up to JP? I don't think they're going to do that.
No,
I
I
don't
don't
think so.
yeah, global have heaps of like we're in one right now, like slumps where there's nothing to do.
Exactly. If they wanted to catch us up now, they definitely could easily.
Yeah, they could smash out Sugafest, they could smash out events, and yeah,
But it's not. I don't think it's going to happen.
No.
All right, easy.
As
easy
much
money.
as I would like that to happen, but
Yeah,
no.
as cool as it could be, it's just not going to happen.
Yeah, but because then Global has to have the same shitty Sugos as Japan.
Ew. We'll
I'm
just
good.
all become ticket gods. It's fine. Anyway,
True.
at DJax30 asks, would you like to see some more difficult missions added to Chopper Man or even special missions for celebrations and Annie using past characters? For example, make a mission to beat current content with characters from the first 2 to 3 years of the game for some insane rewards. New missions.
Sounds
like-
annoying.
I don't know. I think more missions, the better. It means there's more rewards, but at the same time, more difficult missions can just be more frustrating too.
Like,
yeah, and they can't make it too difficult to the point where it excludes people that
Yeah.
have certain characters.
Like what they should do is like, okay, like hypothetically, raid Dex Croc. So that's Marineford Croc. So if you use like Luffy, Whitebeard, like characters that were in Marineford, if you like build a team of only those characters, you get insane rewards or something. And like once per week, they just like do a new mission like that.
Even like story mode stuff, they could do that with too, right? They could ask.
They
you,
could.
You could like say, oh, in this particular story, go in and clear it with XYZ character. You get like 5 gems each week. You know, like it's very possible.
What they could do is like have like like what they sort of like what they did with like the legend mail. It's like, okay, in this mail there are 5 challenges you can choose from. Each have a different difficulty. And they obviously state that like the higher the challenge you choose, the more
rewards, like the better the reward. Yeah,
the rewards are still all very good.
Like Pokemon
so if you choose number 5, you can't beat it. That's your fault.
I mean, I'm down for that too. I think having an option to like pick a mission or like even not picking it, but like have 5 missions into the Chopper Man thing, and it's like once you clear one of them, all of them disappear or whatever. So like you have to pick the one that you want to clear. So you can give people the chance to try out all of them per se, but not finish the run.
So they can start from the first one and work their way back.
Yeah, something like, oh, this is too hard, I can't do it. All right, let me try the 4th highest one, the 3rd highest one, whatever it may be. I think more missions, like the better, but it has to be inclusive.
Oh, but what if you build an alliance system? Okay. And then every time one of those missions are completed each week, you get like points for your alliance, depending on the difficulty of the mission you completed.
There was a question about alliance system 2021, and I didn't add it in because the answer the answer is yes, we want it. Everyone wants an alliance system. It's very plain and simple.
Yeah, they could do it.
I mean, just do, like even in an alliance system like 7DS. I mean, we shat on that game for like 20 minutes last episode, but at least a system where everyone's like 20 people in the same team. You log in. If everyone checks in, you get a better reward. You know, you can clear a boss as a crew, and if you have the most damage out of all the there's so many things you could do with it. Just make it happen.
It's like you have like everybody has their own like crew. So like a crew's like a group of say 7 people, right? And then within that crew, that crew also has an alliance with like a
okay. And then you have like a government system, and then it turns into Civilization 6 or something like that. I don't know, bro. This question is going to spark some interest.
I see
At BBJ077 asks, favorite pizza topping?
All right, let's run it.
Piss off, Todd. Pineapple. What's up?
Okay, me and Poppy don't agree on much, but pineapple.
Dang it, Flame.
I like buffalo chicken pizza, so buffalo chicken.
Oh, that sounds fire.
Meat Lovers is good too.
Knight's gonna say some crazy shit, I bet you.
I like jalapenos.
Okay,
all right.
Colby will swear with you by that as well. Colby also likes anchovies. That's what Colby likes.
I was gonna say for me, my actual answer probably be anchovies. I don't know why they bang.
That is crazy.
Yeah, mine's definitely pineapple. Yeah, but I also like chicken and like beef, like the Meat Lovers type stuff.
Yeah,
and for me, it's mushrooms.
I have not got mushroom for that. That's for sure.
Mushroom. My biggest argument against Todd for this, like he rags me for having a fruit on my pizza, but yet he has a literal fungus.
Hey, hold on.
Hell yeah.
Todd definitely isn't a fun guy anyway, so that's besides the point.
Oh, this guy right there.
I'm banging these jokes out right now.
That's a night pun right there.
Hey, don't say night like that, bro.
My jokes are god tier.
That's facts, bro. This guy says one joke an episode, and that's all anyone remembers from the entire episode, bro. I mean, that was more civil than I expected. Well done, you.
Yeah, I mean, I don't agree with pineapple, but that's fine. That's more pizza for you guys, I guess.
Let's go. More pizza, boys.
My argument was just like, I love pineapple in general. I have pineapple in my burgers. Bloody fruit salad. Like, pineapple just goes good on...
Oh, yeah. I think it's pineapple in a burger is an Australian thing, right?
Yeah, it is. And
beetroot.
Like pineapple... beetroot. Oh,
I love beetroot.
Pineapple I have pineapple on like Parmas as well.
I don't fuck with that. I don't know why.
I like pineapple, but I don't like it on my pizza. It just seems weird.
Yeah.
That's just me. But anywho, pizza's good though.
Pizza's banging. So that's
yeah.
You know what? That's a good question. Ask us more random questions like that. That's what we kind of want here. At the Macakar asked, I apologize, I butchered your name, but that's fine. Gear 5, what do you guys expect? Cheers.
He just inflates his dong.
Okay. That's a night joke.
Gum turkey
chill out. I wouldn't say that.
Gear 5 head. He just has a massive fucking forehead.
Gear 5 head. What the fuck?
Gear 5 head. I love that.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Night, what do you think, Ben?
I don't know. I feel like it'll be like Super Saiyan God, where he just looks the same, but then he just has like a red aura.
You know what? That's a very respectable and reasonable answer.
He just turns into an actual snake.
Full body armament haki. Full body
turns
Rio.
into a snake, just starts slithering on the floor.
I'm a snake. I'm a snake. I'm a slithery snake.
And then all the poison he's had inside would be used when he bites someone.
Oh my
hold
God.
on. Otter's a genius, bro. That's all I'm saying. Flame, what do you think?
Maybe became a condom?
Excuse me?
Because he's holding up all the poison and he's made out of rubber?
Alright. Alright, that's
I didn't even hear what he said.
You don't want to hear what this
I
guy.
said he turned into a condom.
Oh my
That's
God.
bro.
What the hell?
Alright, this episode's done, man.
He's got all the poison.
This episode, the poison. Why are you calling? Oh my! This has gone off the rails.
Gunk
now.
shot.
Oh
my
my god!
What the fuck?
My man said gunk shot. It's time, yes sir.
I mean, that is a good move, though. To be fair.
Flame, save us, Flame. What do you think Gear 5's gonna be like?
Oh man, I don't know. It's probably gonna have something to do with the Rio shit that they're doing now.
Yeah.
The new hockey. Yeah. All right. Bet.
Mm-hmm.
Bet.
Or you can go with the old meme where everybody says he's gonna turn to Son Goku.
I mean, he could probably make like Kamehameha waves with the Rio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pull
Like
up,
Rayleigh.
Pull up Rayleigh. Yeah, exactly.
All right,
right.
fair enough.
This is a good question. I actually like this question.
All
From
right.
Stuff Koo asked, do you think there is room for a gifting feature in OPTC? Possibly send a random gift to friends for limit break materials or small amounts of gems. Thanks.
That'd be dope.
That's what when I read that, I was like, that's a really good idea. Pokemon Go style, you get gifts, send it to the homies, you get limit break materials, Pyro Rumble scrolls, medals,
I dig that.
gem, and like it's
I'd just be telling everybody, give me
yeah,
give me
but
a
hey,
limit
what's
break
up, guys?
card.
Add me your friends list. I want 200 gifts a day.
I'll add you, give me a limit break card.
Let's meet at Eiffel Tower.
Let's in Eiffel Tower. friend game.
Yeah, let's go.
God. Could you imagine like if like all your friends are active as well though? Like the amount of mail you'd have to go through.
Oh yeah, we need an accept all
That'd be
feature
dope.
at that point.
Yeah,
I just think this is a good idea because everyone's always like, oh, why don't they add a trading system into One Piece treasure? No, you idiot. That's stupid. But adding in a gifting system is actually like a smart way to distribute like small amounts
like-
of resources.
Yeah, like maybe like you don't give them your resources as a gift.
No,
but,
no,
like,
you-
what if you
Yeah,
get like a
it's
gift
basically
out of a
It's
snail?
like a snail.
Yeah.
But what if the way, because you know how in Pogo, right, you acquire it by like spinning a stop?
Yeah.
What if the way you acquired it in Treasure Cruise is by clearing a raid or a pit of content?
Like maybe like there's a random chance after you clear something. Oh, you found a gift.
Or you guarantee like 10 or 15 a day. So after like 10 clears in that day, it's Chopman mission. After 10 clears, you get 10 gifts or whatever to give out. Or whatever it is, right?
Or maybe they'll just make a new island, like clear it once a day, you get a gift.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's plenty of ways to do it. And I think there's plenty of good ways to do it. I think it's a great idea.
Yeah.
Make it happen.
We could go back to the alliance system, and you could request
Oh,
it from.
no.
Oh, here we go.
Dude, you know what? You know what we should do as a GGP Extra? We should just get like a whiteboard up and all of us on it at the same time and just design the alliance system and then just send that to like, I don't know, tweet at Bandai. Like, here you go. We've organized it for you. It's done.
Yeah, like we're gonna be sitting there like trying to figure it out, like that Always Sunny in Philadelphia meme, where he's like trying to like. That'll be us trying to figure it out.
Knight's gonna just be in the corner drawing God knows what, so you can't trust that guy.
It'd be drawing Suru with the gums out.
Suru with the gums out. Hold on. All right. At Twitch Maniac 1 asks.
Shout out to that guy.
Shout out to that guy indeed.
Shout out.
Who will be 2021 Waifu Sugo? Hiyori is the most recent waifu, but Reijo is Reijo.
Rajo, oh there you go. That's the male
Hey,
one.
Reijo,
That's
mate.
the oldest
Reijo's the
brother.
male version. You're
Yeah,
right.
it's the oldest brother.
Yeah, Reijo, mate. Yeah, mate. But Reijo is the fan favorite. Also, with all legends being released with a unique aspect, dual versus super type, 10-turn debuff removal, how do you feel about the impact on power creep and lifespan on most legends? All right, two-parter. First part, Waifu Sugo for 2021. Who you got?
What are we talking? Valentine's Day or just?
I guess like a Waifu Sugo. So I'm assuming Valentine's Day or I don't know. They usually do at least 1 to 2 Waifu Sugos a year.
Yamato.
Yeah.
Yeah, Yamato. That'd be
I feel like Hiyori is a easy shout now because Yeah, I just feel
Yo.
like I feel like Hiyori's an easy shout just because of like Odin's release and like the super typing, and Odin really needs a good Hiyori as well to back it up. So like,
Okiku.
Oh god, I see him doing it too. That's the thing.
I think Yamato's the easiest shout, but I
Get
think Hiyori's
another
there too.
Nami.
Yo,
I feel like
Nami
Yamato's
Robin.
early.
Let's go, Nami
and
Robin.
pudding. And pudding.
Yes,
Nami
yes.
Robin pudding.
Yeah, I
There you
changed my
go.
answer.
Nami Robin. Nami Robin pudding.
V2 Nami Robin V2 pudding.
No, please, God.
V2 pudding Sanji.
Just 6+ them, please, man.
Koala.
Koala, yes, sir. Solo legend Koala, I'm in.
Corona.
Bro, yes, sir. Give me a Perona. I'll go.
Reiju smoothie.
Yes, sir. Ray, come on, get it
Ray
right.
Joe, right? Ray Joe and
Ray Joe.
Okiku.
Ray no Kiko. That's it.
But yeah, I mean, there's a lot they could do. Honestly,
They could easily dip.
female characters that like deserve legends, like Smoothie.
Maybe
I
five.
suppose.
Shut up, Knight. We all know
This
you.
guy.
You used your golden buzzer back in the day. All
Oh,
right.
Giola. This guy.
There you go. I think the collective answer is Giola will be the next. So with all legends being released with a new unique aspect, blah, 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 blah. How do you feel about the impact on power creep and lifespan on most legends? Well, for the most part of this podcast, we've talked about how Luffy Sanji is dead. So power creep's actually a big thing now with the Super Sugo. It just pushes. Like the power creep gets pushed very quickly.
Like in the next like 6 months, they probably
Multiplier, like if you're like 4.55, you're good for like
time.
till next
unless
year.
if you're smoker.
Yeah, fuck smoker.
That guy is
Oh my
actually dookie.
Yeah, or if you're Hawkins, you can kind of cheese stuff.
I haven't even awakened my Hawkins yet.
Yeah,
Wait,
don't
so
even.
level 5-star level 5.
Yeah, he's still 5-star, level
Let's
5.
go. Hey,
Let's go.
hey, start doing content with the 5-star version. Let's go.
5-star showcase.
Hey, more content, and you can evolve.
How good is he unawakened?
Hey, that's a title right there.
Yeah, that's
Hold
my
on.
man, the truth. Let's go.
Yeah, I think multiplier is the biggest factor. Like, obviously, dual units, you have like the swap ability. With versus units, you have the extra special super type. You have the super type special. But I think multiplier is always going to be like the first point you look towards when looking at power creep. And like what Knight said, if you're sitting around 4.5x 5 times, you'll survive until around JP Anniversary, where you'll get. I think it's always like JP Anniversary, you get a big kick, and then towards the end of the year, you get a big kick. And then those two larger spikes end up averaging out for like between those two periods.
And sometimes you'll have like a weird one that releases. It's really good.
Yeah.
Something else as well, as I was thinking about, like I think what's going to separate characters moving forward is how good of support characters do they have.
Oh yeah, big factor.
Yeah. So if a character has broken supports, that character's going to last a lot longer. I mean,
think that's also
we'll
still
see.
the redeeming factor of Luffy Sanji, right?
yeah.
Is the array of supports that they have available is just
Like,
like,
even like Shanks' crew, like they don't have that many good supports like at all. But I mean, they're just so broken that they just they'll last forever. But you just think about all the other ones. Like Sugar has like hardly any good supports.
Mhm.
Like Treble is the only one I can think of. Like Smoker has a couple, but Smoker's not very good. Hawkins has none basically. Kid basically has none.
Yeah. They're
Yeah,
the kind
that
of
goes
units like
Problem last podcast. They don't make no damn supports.
Yeah, that's right,
Yeah.
dude. Like I think they're the kinds of legends that would drop off faster. It's because it's going to be a lot harder to clear content with those kinds of legends. Because instead of all the time, like I think we talked about it to an extent in the last episode, but a lot of little bits can be cleared by supports themselves.
Mhm.
So without having that basis, now you have to look for a unit to clear that debuff or whatever, which then, you know, makes the team potentially harder to build or makes it non-viable or whatever the case may be.
But they're making like support characters slightly better. But like you know how like the ones where it's like, oh, this can only attach to like a strength powerhouse unit. But
That's
then they have like a
dumb,
really
though.
good effect. Like it is dumb, but as long as it's not a specific character, if they range it to like a class or color,
Yeah.
it means like it's usable on more units, which is
Yeah.
good. So that's what I like at
It's
least.
the right idea, but the wrong execution, I think.
Yeah. We'll have to wait and see.
That's all right. We already had 30. If you want to hear about supports, go listen to the episode 35. We talked about it to a great extent there. All right.
There you
Anything else
All right.
on the power creep?
go.
I guess it's also like whatever legend like has like a utility or something unique to them that will stay relevant, like impacts their power creep. Like all turns of any defense removal or whatnot is always going to be really good. Like 7 turns of like Bind and Despair is always going to be really good, but when we get to characters that remove like all Bind and Despair, then they're going to fall off a bit maybe, but it just always depends on like how the game evolves and stuff.
I feel like with Treasure Cruise a lot of the time too, content is made so weirdly. Like there was a period on the JP, obviously Global will come soon, where like V2 Blackbeard was shining for a bit again. Like, you know, like there's always gonna be situations where like content will come out for new legends, but then like older legends will be perfect, like very ideal to clear that content too. So like,
yeah, and super type helps with that as well. Like as long as they keep releasing super types, like if they release, here's some side content. I'm just gonna use Blackbeard with my 4 times attack and orbs, and I'm gonna beat the hell out of you, and I'll just hybrid up with whatever the new shit is, and it'll work.
I think
that's exactly what it was with the Halloween stuff. I get despaired a lot. All right, I'll just bring Law as a friend captain. Got Blackbeard as my captain. I'm good.
It's good to go. You know, even the Halloween Ace as well, brand ship as well. So like, it's very easy in that sense. At least at the end of the day, we all know of the new generation of legends. V3 Ray is balls. Anyway,
he was balls on his face. We already knew.
From Fabio1 asks, do you think the Super Sugo Fest characters hurt the game because they are too good in comparison to the other characters that are being released? Make pulling for the next 3 to 4 months basically optional at this point. For example, I plan on not even doing pulls for Annie, just for Cobb Kizna, because you fucked yourself there, bud. I just don't need the Annie characters at all after the release of Roger and Oda, which is kind of a shame.
No, I don't think that Super Sugo characters will hurt the game because like I don't think the Super Sugos are that far ahead of the other characters.
No, I agree with that too. I just think Roger might be like the
only difference is that they're just restricted.
Yeah, like that's it, right?
Like, but they're not that much higher.
Like if somebody started playing Global on Anniversary and got Luffy Sanji, they're good.
Yeah,
you know, like I think Roger is just like a huge asset to have. But like then again, it's not a necessity, you know. But like if a new account had Luffy Sanji, they'd be still okay to run ship.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't agree with the first half of his thing because on JP at least they weren't better than Big Mom and Kaido.
Big Mom and Kaido insane, bro. Like that's for real. Were you gonna say Knight?
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say like, if you like started JP now and you like pull like Luffy Sanji or Big Mom Kaido, I feel like you would be straight. You would just be missing like all the spare, like
utility style legends and stuff, right? Which come with time and obviously like playing and pulling and stuff too. But you know, it's not the end all be all as of yet. At least we don't know. Maybe the next batch of Super Sugo exclusive legends are like leaps and bounds above everything else, and that could shift the
right.
It would be interesting to see like if they do another Super Sugo that is JP only to start off with, because then that would be interesting.
I think the only reason why people are having these like this kind of thought, and I mean obviously we are too, we've talked about it in this episode itself, is because Roger and Odin releasing on Global was immediately like Roger's the best legend in Global period.
He is,
right. But then like what Knight said on JP, Kaido Big Mom is still like insane for JP content and such. So his release there isn't as impactful as his release on Global.
Yeah. Same thing happened with V3 Law.
Yeah, exactly, right. V3 Law on JP was like, he's a great legend, but he doesn't push the meta. Him on Global though, fuck.
He was probably the best when he released.
Hands down. So like,
and then we had Shanks Crew the week after.
And then he's like, all right, we knocked off #1 spot.
Right.
I think it's just like a timing thing, but I do think it would be very interesting to see how they approach the next Super Sugo, because if it's simultaneous release again, then there's definitely some tinkering that they have to do to make sure it's even on both sides.
I'd be kind of excited if it was a simultaneous release.
because then I think it would potentially confirm. I mean, this is Bandai. It confirms shit all, but like it could potentially confirm that each Super Sugo would be some sort of simultaneous release. But that's for future content. We'll see.
We'll see.
All right.
Well,
All right.
We good?
But then we're good to go.
Yep.
From CS Wins, he asked, "Hey guys, love the content as always. I know everyone's hyped for Annie, but I'm torn on if I want to save for gems for Kaido Big Mom. I went hard to get both Odin and Roger, so I'm thinking I'll be fine without the majority of Annie Legends. Just wanted to get your thoughts on who you personally thought was better between Luffy Sanji or Big Mom Kaido. I know the Sugo structure is very important as well. Just thinking straight up the unit to unit. What do you guys think? Who you got? Big Mom Kaido or Luffy Sanji?
Big meme.
I mean, Kaido Big Mom's. We just said they're better than Roger, but
yeah.
But the thing with Luffy and Sanji, people have to remember is just because Roger's better than them, that doesn't mean like they're awful.
No,
like they're still better than like literally everybody on Global other than Roger. So don't sleep on them too much.
I think people are very asleep at the moment. They need to wake up.
The people see in a few weeks when they come out and they make the content specifically for them, and then they get mad that they didn't pull for them.
Exactly. I think that's what people need to remind. I think we've been doing that good job of that too. Like at the end of the day, Treasure Cruise is always going to have a situation where the newest legends always going to be best to clear the newest content. And with Anniversary around the corner, and with what we've discussed in this episode alone, we know that Anniversary is going to be chock full of content that we know Luffy and Sanji is going to absolutely dominate all that content, right?
Right, and the new big problem that's going to be on Global is the hunger debuff, and Global actually Limit Break expansion for it was the Vivi and Rebecca, which were supposed to come out before them, which we're not going to have now. Yeah. So it's basically if you don't have Luffy and Sanji, they have it as well.
No, but like the switch effect gives you a recovery slot. That's like the. That's like
yeah, but then you have to bring them.
Yeah, but like, bro, Wako,
like Ray Bonnie.
True. Fair enough.
Sanji put in would work too.
Yeah, if only.
Goat.
Wait, do they have the limit break for it?
No, but they give adjacent meat orbs.
That one. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh well, the legends have it as well, but
wait, does the legend give adjacent orbs recovery?
The legend doesn't.
Oh, you're referring to like the Kizuna Reroku one,
Kizuna Reroku gives adjacent orbs.
Yeah,
the legend themselves have the limit break ability.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a cut unit.
I mean, like, it's kind of a shame that Kaido, Big Mom, and Luffy Sanji is so close together in release.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think it's basically like the next batch, right? I don't
know. It should be, yeah.
I could see Global. I mean, like, we got Halloween units, quote unquote, early. So, like, I could see them putting something in between Kaido, Big Mom, Luffy, Sanji. But then
the problem is if they skip Kaido Big Mom, right? Then you're gonna get Vivi and Shirahoshi, which you probably should also pull for them as well.
Yeah, so like it's a lot of milestone Sugos one after the other. But if in terms of Luffy, Sanji, Kaido Big Mom, I think a lot of us in here will probably go for both on the global side at least.
Do you know what's kind of crazy though? Is that we're actually not that far behind Japan in terms of
legends. No, not at all, right?
No, we're only about 4 months.
Because we've got the Annie stuff, obviously. Then we've got the Kaido Big Mom, the V2 Shirahoshi Manchiro V Rebecca, and then Sanji Pudding somewhere in between that as well. And then obviously Kaido and Zora, and that's it.
Yep.
We are very close to them. But in terms of like event releases, we're still behind.
Where's Custard?
Oh my god! What the heck? How do we not have Custard yet? Like it's already been like
pudding out here.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I'm like, I want some Custard, dog.
Oh shit!
I don't know. Okay, like if you have the means to get both, then by all means attempt that. But if you really have to, like, if you're in a fork road and you have to pick one or the other, I'd say Kaido Big Mom is better than Luffy Sanji.
Damn, you know what's crazy is that Luffy Sanji isn't even the best legend releasing for Anniversary. Feels bad, man.
Shout out Germa. Shout out Sweet Commanders, best super type of the game. Pog you. All right. Knight, do you have anything to say on that as a JP player with both legends?
Yeah, I don't know. I personally enjoy playing with Big Mom Kaido a lot more, mostly just because I had them longer, so that might change because of my bias towards them.
Yeah.
But I definitely think Luffy Sanji are worth getting just because they have the hunger limit break ability. That's definitely really usable, especially if you don't want to bring a character who like gives meat orbs
Yeah.
or whatever. But I say they are about the same, but I just prefer like not having to have like rely on being over healed all the time and just having like a flat out 5x and having both boosts.
It's also just such a cool thing because it's like 2 legends in one, right?
Exactly.
Right.
2 different playstyles.
And like 2 specials as well.
And then then a versus special, like the amount of like extra bits you get is just uncanny. So
yeah, that's a big thing for me as well. Is like Kaido Big Mom are a flat 5x all the time with their captain effect, whereas like Luffy Sanji are ranging between like what 3.
I think it's 3.7.
It's 3.75 and 4x, and then combined 5x.
But that's like if they're full, right? Because if they're not full, they get less multiplier. So it's really annoying. But obviously, Luffy Sanji have a really good switch effect as well.
Yeah,
you got a good special. So it's give and take. Plus, like Luffy Sanji are completely rainbow, Big Mom are not. So plus they're Luffy Sanji, so you get better supports.
Yeah, exactly. I think like he Cody, it could be a 10 legend banner with 15% rate. Like, you know, like who knows what could happen, right? Luffy Sanji, you might be able to walk out with all 3 of them for like very cheap. So it's all very up in the air.
I think the big question is would he have the self-control to skip the anniversary?
That's I think
just one more,
exactly right. So no, I think like you didn't mention pseudo structure, but I think once hopefully we'll get the Annie stuff in the next, like probably not the next episode, but definitely the episode after it will have all the information, would be my guess. And hopefully we can see how worthwhile that banner will be to pull on, and we'll obviously go through it when the time comes.
By the time, not next episode, but the next episode
will
after,
be an anniversary. Actually,
we would have already pulled.
Yeah, so you know we can tell you our results,
or not pulled.
Oh, what if we're skipping? Who knows? All right, the Phoenix. I'm skipping. Right, everyone's skipping. Everyone we're boycotting anniversary. All right, the Phoenix 07 asks, "What is the time frame you give a free to play person to look forward to their?" To look forward for their account to get to a point where they can clear 90 to 95% of the content, garb challenges, high Kisner levels, etc.
It depends how much you're spending.
Free to play.
Free to play. Well, that's RNG. Are you Nightmare JP?
Yeah. What kind of ticket guy are you? Are you?
It also like depends on what you like. If you re-roll your account, because if you're joining this point in time, you definitely should have re-rolled. Depends on what legends you started with.
All right, let's say like some
Nah, honestly, I don't agree with that, because everybody that does do that, then they cry that they can't beat stuff because, one, they got the crazy legends, but then they have no rare recruits, and they have no support units to do anything.
But if they've got rare recruits are obviously going to be an issue no matter what you do. But like if you farm a decent amount of the content, like with raids and all that stuff, like if you slowly work your way through everything, you'll eventually get to a point where you can finish most stuff free to play.
What do you think? Like, so he's asking, what is the time frame on that? Do you think? Well, obviously the time frame depends on how much you're willing to play every day.
Yeah, that's it.
How many gems you're willing to actually invest in stamina is also a big thing, because you could clear, in theory, every raid in like a couple days if you just stem jam. That's what it is. Gem for stamina, and then clear all that content straight away. But if you're
smart about using like the Chocolate Man missions for like to use them as technical stam refills to like level up, if you're smart about using those, you could even save.
You could be okay there for sure.
It's hard to say because none of us here are free to play.
Right.
I feel like
I think like to clear content consistently, I think about maybe a year.
I was going to say 6 to 12 months. That's what I would have said.
Depending on how lucky you are on like free multis and tickets. And
yeah, that could definitely change it. But I think like consistently clear, like probably about a year.
I would say it also depends on how good of a team builder you are, or like your knowledge on the game. Because I can like start up a free to play account right now and probably clear some decent stuff really easily.
True.
But like if you don't know jack shit, then it might take you longer, or you might have to like
if you're literally starting from scratch with nothing, no information, no nothing, like you don't know anything about the game,
It's more than
going
a
to take
year.
you ages.
More than a year. Unless you've really familiarized yourself with like the OPTC database to help you out
Ooh,
there. That was like a massive help when we discovered that. Yeah.
No, I think Knight's
Right.
Knight's 100% right, but I think Knight's an anomaly in himself because he's actually a fucking encyclopedia. So
Wow.
True.
he is the database embodied in a human being. But like, I think
I could
like, for
I could
regular
actually give an example of what Knight was mentioning, not to throw any shade at the person because he was actually asking a genuine question, but I had a comment on my, I think it was the Zero Stamina Halloween Luffy,
yeah,
where you would get the debuff that Kaido gives, you get that on yourself.
Increase
And
that taken.
the guy was using the exact team that I was using, but his Shanks, version 2 Shanks wasn't limit broken, so
There
he
you
didn't
go.
have the Enraged limit break expansion,
See that?
and he didn't understand why he couldn't get rid of the debuff. So
that's
stuff like that would definitely.
There's a lot of
hinder you.
nuance. There's a lot of
Double-
nuance. for
Double
it.
Law actually melts that whole thing.
Oh yeah, I did a video on that one.
It's like free to play in Treasure Cruise. I think is like it's actually quite good because a lot of like when you realize when you're team building, a lot of like your subs generally are gonna be Coliseum units, raid units. You know, like it's
The free play units in the game are actually good.
yeah. So like
Yeah,
if you can get like I think like
Another thing that people need to realize as well, like when you get into the game, is that you can't just build one team that beats everything. You
This
need.
is not
oh
Dokkan.
yeah.
this is not
Yeah.
Dokkan. You can't do that.
Yeah, you need a lot of units.
That's why Knight specifically said like how good are you at team building because
Yeah.
every raid is gonna pose something different. You know, it's very rare. Like obviously, like Todd's been releasing the videos where it's like, and sorry, Flame as well, of like the one team that can clear the 3 GARP challenges. That's a very rare situation to be in to have, you know, those kinds of teams that could clear the highest level of content with one team, right? More often than not, people are making a different team for each color for each GARP challenge.
Just depends
So,
on what you got.
Exactly. Like free to play is hard because a lot of free to play units good, but you need the rare recruits. There's a lot of luck involved. So I think 6 to 12 months is probably the best kind of margin if you're playing consistently.
Like playing around the anniversary period is probably the best.
Yeah.
Just because we'll probably have 100% skill up at some point.
Most likely,
So you can get a lot of shit done then.
100% skill up. We'll probably get a bunch of free gems, free resources, probably free multis at that too. So like you can really like events like this are the chance for you to like fast forward in like that time frame and get closer to being able to clear that kind of content.
Mm.
Cool.
True.
All right, Temmie. This guy slid in a question 3 hours ago.
All right.
Can you guys talk about how OPTC should let you choose a second captain from your own box, and if need to switch them from a captain we don't have, use a friend captain as an extra option, because you can't clear content without a friend captain. It's so stupid. I don't even need to get into why the friend captain system is arse. Do you
I
guys
don't
think?
understand the question.
Do you guys think they should allow us to choose a friend captain from our own box?
Oh, so like choose a captain like we're seeking for?
Well, we already had that idea before, but I think what they mean.
I think he means like, for
Like-
example, like if you're using Halloween Law, like you can pull Halloween Mihawk from your box.
Yeah. Instead
But
of
what if there's so many flaws to that.
yeah,
That's-
it's a very I don't know. I think the friend captain system is fine. I don't know. Like just refresh your game.
yeah.
Yep.
It's hard because you should be able to set the captain you're searching for.
Yeah.
Not like so. For example, if you don't have, let's say Halloween Shanks is coming up, so you don't have him, but you've got all the other Halloween units. You should be able to like have a search bar for like friends who have Halloween Shanks and they're using them. You know what I mean?
It should just like it should be a little bit like easier to find a friend captain that you required, but at the same time, I think the system is fine.
The Treasure Cruise friend system is actually really good compared to a lot of other gachas
100%.
out there. But like it's hard to find friends of characters you don't have, but if you have the character, it's
Easy.
so easy to find them. Yeah.
Yeah. I think the best way for them to improve the friend system like that is to adopt the Fate system, in which you basically you can like you have like a friend setup, and like you can then pick like one of each color for
That is
captain.
so good.
And then when you click on, like for example, if you click on Todd's, it would give you the 5 options of which
Mm.
captain you'd want to use.
That's a
Oh
really
yeah,
good.
that would be good.
And then you could have one extra slot for like dual units because it's Treasure Cruise, right?
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
I think that's a fantastic
Yeah, they have
idea,
something like
actually.
that. It's
Well, even
extra, but yeah.
I think like I think we talked about it in like a episode ages ago. Like Deal Cobb had like, you know, we're on this idea where it's like you can request a friend captain, or you can like if so, you can. It's like the snail system in Kizuna, right? Somebody's like, I need Halloween Shanks. All right, you have them. You know, you can accept that request, and then they end up being able to see that Halloween like Shanks available. But I guess then the issue there is like timing and people actually like, you know.
I agree with the other system more so, like because you can see like a perfect example is how we've got that system for our home screen. You can choose like five captains. Like, why don't we just have something like that? We can
Friends,
like like,
I think that's
the captains that you use frequently, and then
I think that's a fantastic way to approach it now. One of each color, one dual unit, so there's always 6 captains up at all time. And then the thing is, it doesn't have to replace the current friend captain system. It can just be added on top. So even if the current captain you're using isn't the same as the one you've selected, that's also available for a friend to use as well. So you could have 6 of the top tier units as your friend captains, or the most used ones, for example. But then you can also do that. You know, I just thought just then, JP has the system now where it has the most frequent captains used, or most frequent units used for a raid.
Mm-hmm.
Why not let the person going into that raid, if they're running a team with that new captain, for example, select it, and then all their friends that have that captain appear first or whatever?
I don't know.
I would like that.
I mean, it just makes it a lot simpler. Like if you're running a raid and it's like, oh, the most used captain here is V3 Law, but not a lot of friends have V3 Law, you can select on it, and then people that have V3 Law will pop up.
It's like really annoying because like when I beat the GARP challenges, I usually use Komurasaki as my quick captain, and no one has Komurasaki up. Yeah.
You telling me? When I did my pudding video, I did it with the freaking Bandai friend captain.
Yeah, I mean that's I did it. I still beat the quick challenges with one team with Komurasaki with the Bandai captain. It still works.
Throw it back to the free to play guy. Bandai friend captain can help you out a lot too. So
when we get in that update to the Bandai friend captain,
remember that point where it used to be like maxed out? Like they actually tried it at one point.
It did happen, and then it broke because like TMN or something like that, right?
Yeah, it broke and they took it out, just like the 2 times Kizuna thing.
never to be seen again in the shadows forever.
Feels bad.
I feel like a good thing for friend captains as well is like if you're like using a captain that's uncommon. Instead of fucking Bandai friend. Oh, you can't?
No, you're good. You're good.
I can hear you.
Okay. All right, I was just saying, like, instead of the Bandai friend captain, like, it gives you, like, it, like, searches through, like, all the players of, like, guests who...
that's a good idea, actually.
Like, I feel like they should do more... Like, they give you, like 2 or 1 usually, but I feel like instead of, like, the Bandai friend who's dog shit, you should get like
hey, that guy needs to level up his account real quick. Hold on. I don't know what that guy's doing. That guy's like pirate level 900 and something, but his units ain't even limit broken. What the fuck is that guy doing? No, I agree with that too. I think more guest captains on that list is always gonna be useful, especially when it comes to like TM time and such. Because you know that there's way more people that have the max booster as a captain than you have on your friends list at the time. So it's always going to be helpful to have an option to have more guests available. Okay. Instagram questions.
Let's go.
From Pervy Sage, he asks, "It's an anime spoiler. I repeat, anime spoiler, you jabronis. I'm gonna try to word it. I'm gonna try to word. Is that how it's spoiler thing? All right.
Jesus.
How do you? I think the way he's worded it's actually kind of fine because it doesn't really make too much sense. If you're reading the manga, you know that. How do you think the rooftop legends are going to be designed? Are they going to be versus legends or a bunch of dual legends? How would you like them to be designed?
I want versus.
I want verse. At least 2 verse. There's at least 2 versus legends in there, and it could be like a.
I would like the crew.
Yo, hold on.
Oh shit! That's actually pretty hot.
Wait, but what kind of crew we talking? We talking like Shanks crew, or are we talking like Sweet Commanders?
I think like Sweet Commanders would make more sense. Like Germa.
As long as they're not shafted like sweet jabronis, then I'm fine.
Yeah, that would be badass.
Definitely
That would be
cool,
like
cool.
that's like an anniversary or a New Year's level character.
Super Sugo. Hold
Yes.
on, easy.
Let's
That's,
go.
You could do that. That could be a Super Sugo when the anime catches up.
And then make the other one, the other characters.
Make the other one a 6+.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
could definitely do that
You
actually.
easily could do that, but it won't happen. It'll just be a V2.
Yeah, 'cause that's how they make their money.
Exactly. That's a good question. Well done. I think a versus unit could be possible. I don't think Dual Legends, throw them out the window. I don't want to see Dual Legends anymore, man.
I'm so happy that people are on that same hype train as me. That
I used to be off the
annoying.
train, but then I
I like
realized
Dual Legends.
nah,
Like I like Dual
I like
Legends
Dual.
as subs. I don't like them as captains.
captains and they're dookie.
Like Super Types are my favorite captains right now.
Throw them off the train, or only make them like utility based legends. Like give us more like Dual Legends that are like the V2 waifus.
There is an exception because Shanks Crew's kind of good.
He's a waifu. It's fine.
He's a waifu.
Anyway, next question. All right, I apologize already. I'm gonna butcher your name. My sincerest apologies. Bahagav Pontini. Pontini. I'm gonna go with that. I apologize. Just wanted to hear your guys' opinions on this. If supposedly treasure map became a permanent thing, so you can always find limit break mats, but the ranking is present for 4 days. That it was supposed to, and after that you could just go to normal TM, no ranking, would just be for limit break mats. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah,
Can I get on this?
That's
We
our
both-
idea. You
That is our
scratched
idea.
it.
Have you not watched GGP?
Hey, let them know, my guy.
Have you not watched GGP?
I'm not gonna lie, that is the only reason I put this.
Yeah, that's
question.
why I left it in too, because I was like, we could snap at him. I think like that was Todd's idea from way back. Then with GGP
Yeah,
stole it from
a while
Todd.
back.
But I think that's the most plausible way to fix limit break materials.
Or just make the limit break cave on Evolution Island.
We don't, please. I'm not having another limit break conversation.
Dude, you should use all your Rumble
Rumble
tickets.
cave.
You use your Rumble tickets on the Gather Island to level up your limit break. Cave.
Ah, speaking of Gather Island, Todd.
Oh,
From Sleepless
Resources.
INQ8. I don't know what that's a
Sleepless
hey,
Ink.
Sleepless Ink 8. What? Anyway, do you think it's time to increase the facilities in the Gather Island? Adding ink production or a
Oh.
daily metal collection? Or if you have something in mind, what would you want to add?
Ink Productions. an
Ink
interesting
production's a fucking good idea. It's actually a really good idea too.
one.
And
And Metal
I don't think
Yeah.
they'd ever add the metal collect.
I mean, medals are already available via one of the dugongs anyway. You can get them.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
They are.
What? Since when?
I think it's the fishing. Is it the fishing one? Like the ones.
I've never seen that.
You can get medals. You
Like
can.
Sugo medals to exchange.
Oh,
for
he
cards.
means no. I mean fucking support medals. Sugo medals.
Oh no.
Okay, we're on
Okay.
different. We need to like separate the
I
names.
was
of
about
those
to
things,
say.
man.
What the heck?
Sugo medal. No. Sugo
Support
medals.
medals though.
Yeah, support medals you can. But Sugo
Okay.
medals. If it was like a gem tree style thing, would that be okay?
I don't think we need it. I mean, you get them from free multis, so
True.
I
I
think
think
you need
ink bottles is actually a really smart idea. I think that could.
Yeah, I agree with
because
that.
like
Easily
ink bottles doesn't like
Mhm.
change the game much. It's only cosmetic.
It's aesthetic,
but
right?
but people would go for it.
Yeah, you don't have to invest resources, but for those that want to, it's a really cool thing to have as available.
Yeah.
I think just like if they like obviously there will come a time, even though in like 7 years, but everyone will have everything maxed out in the island. I feel like either they have to reduce the amount it takes to level things up, but add more levels to things. Make the limit break
Oh,
cave
yeah.
get a lot, because the limit break cave, I think it's still at max level. It still has like a 10% chance to fail, which I think is stupid.
So what you're saying is we need to have plus 1,000 cotton candy.
Yes, I think why not, right? Plus
Let's
3K.
go.
It's time. Make it happen, Band. I just think
Need
like,
like a million tickets to get to the next level.
or just have like a second island. Like you could keep it level 35, but add more of like another resource island, or you can unlock more.
Add like multiples of the same totems,
Yeah.
which give you like the effects.
So you can get another plus 300 attack,
Yeah.
HP, and recovery
They
stone.
could do that.
Or just like one stone that does plus 100 of each at max level.
Oh, that'd be nice.
So then you get to like plus 700, which probably looks even grosser than plus 600. So I don't know.
and then have another plus 300 for 1,000.
And then have gems every hour. And then give me max limit break items.
Gems every hour.
Let's go. Dude.
24 gems a day.
Dude, I'd be pulling.
You're kicking yourself for getting to log in. Like, you'd have to have a timer on your phone to, like, okay, log in every hour.
Yeah.
Because you can only store 2 gems. So you need you better be on the ball.
You only get 2 hours of sleep.
I only sleep. I don't. No more sleeping. No more sleeping, bro. The games stay open. I'm gonna get 2 phones.
What's the max of the gem tree you can go to? Is it one a day?
20 hours.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Just like 400 and something gems a year. Sorry, a day. Jesus Christ, imagine.
Imagine.
Yeah, that's what Yoshi sends me.
Okay, and at that point, we're going to end today's episode of GGP. Thank you for all those fantastic questions as usual. But we are done for today. Another episode of GGP in the books, episode 36. Thank you guys for 1,700 subscribers. We do really appreciate that. We are clawing ever so close to that 2K goal of ours for 2021. Thank you for over 12,000 plays on Anchor. So all those audio only listeners, we do appreciate all of you guys. You guys are doing bits, and thank you for the fantastic start to 2021. The first 2 episodes have done incredibly well, so we really do appreciate the wonderful support there, all the likes, all the comments. We do appreciate all of that. Thank you to all the Twitter followers, all the Instagram followers. You know, those numbers are blowing up slowly but surely, but we do appreciate that. We're closing in on that 150 followers on Instagram, so make sure you go follow the Instagram at GGP Podcast and the Twitter at GGP Podcast. We're closing in on 700 followers there. But the usual spiel, as always, you can send us in questions in the usual places there. But if you want to find all of our social media links, you can find it down the link tree down below. That's linktr.ee/Good Great Perfect, where you can find our Instagram and our Twitter at GGP Podcast. You can find our YouTube, which you should be at right now. And if you haven't hit that subscribe button, make sure you do so. Turn that to gray and hit the like button. Turn that to blue. The YouTube algorithm loves you hitting the like button. It will really help us out a lot there. While you're down there as well, make sure you go into our Anchor, anchor.fm/Good Great Perfect, where we are available on a plethora of platforms, that being Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and a bunch of other platforms there as well. While you're in the description as well, why not go and to all of the other hosts' social media links. Go follow everyone on Twitter, on YouTube, Twitch, whatever it may be down there. Click on all of them and, you know, do all that fun stuff there. And, you know, scroll down a bit more. Leave us a nice comment. We do appreciate and read them all. Without further ado, gentlemen, I've been Captain Papi, Dill, Flame, Knight, Todd. Thank you all for listening to another episode. We'll talk to you guys next time. Peace.
Goodbye.
Later.
Bye.